Nobody saw this coming, not because it was impossible, but because of how fast it's happening. In just a few years, one creator went from making simple YouTube videos to building something that looks less like a channel and more like a full-scale business empire. And now, people are starting to ask a serious question. Has MrBeast officially changed what it means to be a YouTuber forever? Because this isn't just about views anymore. It's about power, influence, and building something that goes far beyond content. What makes this story even more interesting is that it didn't happen overnight. If you go back to the early days, MrBeast, real name Jimmy Donaldson, was just like any other creator, experimenting with content, trying to understand the algorithm, and slowly building an audience. But then something changed. Instead of following trends, he started creating them. Massive giveaways, extreme challenges, and high-budget videos that felt more like TV productions than typical YouTube uploads. And that strategy worked. His channel exploded, gaining millions of subscribers at a speed very few creators have ever achieved. But while most people focused on the viral videos, something else was happening behind the scenes. He was building infrastructure, teams, systems, a machine designed not just to create content, but to scale it. And that's where the real shift began. Because MrBeast didn't stop at YouTube. He expanded. First came businesses like Feastables, his chocolate brand, which quickly gained attention not just because of his name, but because of how it was marketed. Then came MrBeast Burger, a virtual restaurant concept that used delivery apps to reach customers worldwide. These weren't side projects, they were serious business moves. And suddenly, people realized something important. MrBeast wasn't just a content creator anymore. He was becoming a brand. And not just any brand, a global one. But here's where things get even more interesting. Unlike traditional celebrities who rely on endorsements and partnerships, MrBeast built his businesses around his content. Every video became a form of marketing. Every challenge, every giveaway, every collaboration, it all fed into a larger system. And that system generated something incredibly valuable: attention. In today's world, attention is currency. And MrBeast has mastered how to earn it at scale. But building an empire like this isn't easy. It comes with risks, pressure, and constant expectations. Every video has to perform. Every business move is watched closely. And the stakes are incredibly high. Because when you operate at this level, failure isn't just personal, it's public. Yet somehow, he continues to grow. And that raises another question. How is he doing it? Part of the answer lies in reinvestment. MrBeast is known for putting a massive percentage of his earnings back into his videos. While most creators focus on profit, he focuses on growth. Bigger videos, bigger ideas, bigger impact. And that strategy keeps pushing his content to new levels. But it's not just about money. It's about understanding the audience. MrBeast knows exactly what people want to watch, and he delivers it in a way that feels fresh every time. That combination of data, creativity, and execution is what sets him apart. If you've been enjoying this breakdown and want more real stories about how celebrities and creators are actually building influence behind the scenes, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tetsi, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now here's where things take another turn, because as his empire grows, so does the conversation around it. Some people see MrBeast as a genius who has redefined content creation. Others raise concerns about sustainability, questioning whether this level of scale can continue long-term. And then there are discussions about the impact of his content style. Does it raise expectations too high for other creators? Does it change what audiences demand from entertainment? These are questions that don't have simple answers, but they're important to consider. Because when one person changes the game this much, it affects everyone else in the space. At the same time, MrBeast's influence goes beyond entertainment. He has also used his platform for large-scale philanthropy, funding projects that provide food, clean water, and support to communities in need. These initiatives have added another layer to his public image, showing that his reach can be used for more than just viral content. But even this aspect of his work has sparked debate. Some people praise it as genuine and impactful, while others question the role of content in philanthropy. Regardless of where you stand, one thing is clear: his actions are being watched, analyzed, and discussed on a global scale. And that level of attention is something very few individuals ever reach. As we look at where things are heading, it becomes clear that MrBeast is no longer just part of the YouTube ecosystem. He's shaping it. His approach to content, business, and branding is influencing how new creators think about growth. Instead of just asking, "How do I get views?" they're starting to ask, "How do I build something bigger?" And that shift could change the platform for years to come. But with that influence comes responsibility. The bigger the platform, the greater the impact of every decision. And as his empire continues to expand, the expectations will only increase. So the real question isn't just how far he can go, it's how he manages that growth while maintaining the quality and authenticity that got him there in the first place. Because history has shown that rapid success can be difficult to sustain. Trends change. Audiences evolve. And what works today might not work tomorrow. But if there's one thing MrBeast has proven, it's that he understands how to adapt. And that might be the key to everything. In the end, this story isn't just about one creator's success. It's about a shift in how influence works in the digital age. It's about turning attention into opportunity, content into business, and ideas into something much bigger than anyone expected. And whether you see it as inspiring, controversial, or somewhere in between, one thing is certain: what's happening right now is redefining what it means to be a creator. And as this story continues to unfold, people around the world will be watching closely to see what happens next. Because when someone builds something this big, this fast, and this different, it doesn't just change their life, it changes the entire industry. And honestly, this might just be the beginning. Anyway, if you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more real celebrity and creator stories like this.